Can you imagine being the governor of Puerto Rico when you get news that there's another hurricane, this one named Maria? It could make landfall as early as tomorrow. And yeah, by the way, Puerto Rico is in its path. The governor right now, Rossello, joining us. Governor, here we go again, huh?
I know, Neil. It's a tough situation, but you know we were on our way to bounce back with the help of the federal government and great collaboration from Puerto Ricans, great preparation after Irma. We were even able to help stranded U.S. citizens in many of the smaller islands, but now we seem to be facing a deeper, much more challenging hurricane in Maria.
Yeah, it looks like it's right on the path. And I know, Governor, you would urge many to evacuate as just a cautionary, wise thing to do. Are many taking you up on that?
Well, you know, it's always a concern. I was today actually on the ground making sure that people in flood-prone regions could move to different shelters. You know, we have now over 500 shelters in Puerto Rico, Neil, making sure that anybody and everybody that needs a safe place can have one. We have plenty of water and food, at least for 20 days for those who are sheltered. So this seems to be a very ferocious, intense. It's going to bring a lot of water. It's going to bring strong winds. So we're cautioning people that if you're in a flood-prone area or if you have a house that's, you know, not made out of the best materials, it is imperative for you to move because it could be a decision that is between life and death. But
where do they move to, Governor? I mean, where do you recommend they go? I mean, leave Puerto Rico altogether or go further inland? What?
No, well, we have, as I stated, 500 sanctuaries that are built of concrete. They're made to sustain, you know, Category 5 winds. And as I stated, they have plenty of food and water. So we've made a digital map so that it's geo-referenced. All the citizens of Puerto Rico, actually, anybody can go into it and see all of our shelters. They can go to them. They can see which of the areas are flood-prone. So there's a lot of information out there now. The critical objective here, Neil, is this storm could be the worst storm in over a century in Puerto Rico. And our biggest challenge is to make people aware that this is not going to go away, that it's apparently coming through, and that the damages, aside from the infrastructure, could be devastating and very much life-threatening.
All right. Now, I'm sure you're hoping for a more northerly eastern track that takes it away, not only from your neck of the woods, but any land neck of the woods here. So far, that does not look to be the case. But if so, it would be the first really serious back-to-back storms your area has ever encountered. Are you ready for just that?
Well, you know, it was a challenge, but fortunately, we had planned for such an event once we came into the administration. Of course, there are some added challenges. The floors, the soil is saturated with water, which obviously makes it more prone to flooding. Yeah. People were already on the rebuilding mode, and it's kind of hard to switch from on the drop of the dime from rebuilding to preparation and prevention. But we've made every effort, and of course, Neil, as was with Irma, with Maria, our first and our only objective right now, critical objective, is making sure people find their way to a safe shelter built of concrete that can withstand the wind, and that after the aftermath, we'll figure out how we're going to rebuild Puerto Rico again.
Yeah, well, you got your priorities right. Governor, I wish you well and your wonderful people well. Rossello, he's Puerto Rico's governor.